you know. Reading from the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 14 to 30, you read the story of a man, a wealthy man, a rich man, who had his 3 employees and decided to leave them with some money. And to one he gave 5 talents, to the other one he gave 2 talents, and to the other one he gave 1 talent. The one who he gave 5 talents, the man worked hard, and for the one on 2 talent, he did the same, and the one went in a journey, and then after some years, he came back. When he came back, he started asking these people. He didn't even ask them in the first place. These people came back to him with a report, and the one told him, the one who had 5 talents, and he said, here are your 5 talents, sir, and I've worked it. I've made some profit. Here I've made 5 more talents. It's now 10. The one who had 2 said also, I've made 2 more of profit. Now it's 4. But the one of only 1 talent said, I know you, sir, that you are a terrible human being. You look where you didn't sow. You do. He said all these stupid stuff. And then it said that this boss was angry. He said, you knew that I am not a good person, and that I tried to harvest where I did not sow. I tried to look where I did not hide something in the first place. Why then did you take my talent and hide it? Because he said, I knew, and I took that talent and I put it in somewhere somewhere, so that when you come, I give you what is yours. So in other words, he didn't do anything about the same. Then Jesus said, according to Matthew, that everything that he had should be taken away from him and given to the one who had 5 and came back with 5 more. Because he said, whoever has more will be given more, and whoever has nothing, even the little that they have, will be taken. Even you saying, maybe the 1 talent was an African. I don't know. Because according to PLO Lumumba, he wonders why we are seated on gold, why we are seated on diamond, why are we seated on minerals, why are we seated on beautiful nature, seeing seeing a good weather here, like I'm enjoying this sun here today. It's not something that happens every time. And you'll hear everybody enjoying and saying, we have good weather today. We have good weather today, because it does not happen every time. But on the continent, we have this weather every single day. And you find in most cases, on many houses, as you can see, even my neighbor over there, I don't know if you can see, on top of his house, he has some solar panel, even though he knows for sure that on those solar panels, they don't have solar every time. They only have it some of the days. Let me show you here. You know, if you look carefully there, that my neighbor's house, you see, you find that on the top of the house there are solar panels. You know, that to say that he doesn't want to use, you know, electricity, normal electricity, when there is solar, you know. But on the continent, we have solar everywhere, and yet we have houses without electricity, you know. So this guy, Jesus said, even the one he had should be taken away from him and given to somebody who has something more, you know. And so the lesson here, as I'm talking here, that everyone, there were 3 group of people, all of them was how they used that talent that they were given, you know. And so we are different. We are different. And of course, some of us, when we were growing, if you go to school, we were expected, all of us, to speak English as I'm speaking now. Some were expected to speak French, others were expected to speak some foreign languages. And because you failed in physics does not mean that you're stupid. Every one of us, even if you are not very strong in mathematics, you still are good in something else. That one something is the thing that you need to know, is the thing that you need to identify in your life and say that try to work on that, try to develop it, try to make it better, to make yourself better than that, and to be better than anyone else, something that you love, something that you like, something that you think when you do it, you can do it even without being paid, and that is something that we need to choose before we do anything else. The problem with us is that most of the time we want to do everything that comes our way, and we don't really focus on that which we are good at doing. And so today I want to say, for those who are singers, if you have your talent and your talent is singing, for example, why don't you use all your time in making sure that you research and look at those who are singers, how do they do it, what do they normally do, and how did they climb the ladders and to become successful. Learn from those. Learn even from those who tried and failed, and yourself try to give yourself a discipline and try and do this. Look, for example, those people who are athletes, athletes, they train themselves. Even when they don't have a competition, they continue to train themselves to make sure that they are good at what they do. And I think this is what some of us we lack, because we don't train ourselves enough in what we think we can do, and we try this, we leave it, we try that one, we leave it, we try that one, we leave it. With this spirit of getting rich quickly, most of the people fail to maximize their potential because they want to try everything. But if you know on the only one thing that you are good at, you can try and maximize. There is, I could perhaps just recommend people to read a book by the late Manlis Monroe, which he wrote, Maximizing Your Potential, where he talks about how we can maximize the skills that the Almighty want to do best, and they can always run to you to get help, and that's how money comes. Now, people focus more on money before the solution that they bring to people. If you can use your gift, if you can use your skill, if you can use your talent to bring solutions to some problems that the society is facing, then I can ensure you that you'll be rewarded. Now, people always go with the intention of getting money, and that's where we get it wrong. We must start by wanting to get to solve a problem, and then money will come as a reward, And before we start trying to solve a problem, we need to be better at what we're doing. Learn as much as you can. Teach yourselves. Today we have so many ways of teaching ourselves. You can use the internet today. You can use YouTube today to search almost anything. You can find any book on internet today. You using your fingerprint, you at your fingerprint. You don't need to go out to the university to learn everything. You can learn yourself. You can learn from your house. You can learn from your car. You can learn anywhere you are, provided that you can access the internet. And that's the beauty. And if it's something that needs you to do something physical, then you start doing something repeatedly. If you can fake it for a number of years, then I can ensure you, my friend, that you'll be able to succeed in whatever you want to do. God bless you. And I know that each and every one of us has got something special, something that the Almighty God gave them, which they can do better than any other person. But first, you need, once you work on it, try and more time. And once you've done that, then try to find how you can use that one to solve somebody's problem. And once you start solving people's problem using your own talent, then you will be able to see that money will follow. God bless you, and see you in the next number.